With a landing zone secure, the Dark Angels may now begin to move into the areas controlled by the Chaos Forces. Recon in force is what is called for, and assets are prepared to strike from orbiting craft as soon as contact is made. The bird watches the sentry with curious eyes, twisting its head for a better view. The sentry responds with a muffled laugh, peering through thick orange lenses at the creature. Dawn breaks over the city, and the early morning fog begins to lift. Other birds begin to sing to welcome the sun. The sentry joins the rising chorus, humming a familiar tune. It is a good day. Nearby, stones scatter across the pavement, and the sentry casually leans over, calling out. His challenge is met with a volley of bolt rounds. Shouts of alarm are raised across the Chaos camp, but already the retros of drop pods are burning bright as the Dark Angels storm Chaos positions. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from MJ Cards and Comics in Wasilla, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 1,500-point match between my Dark Angels and Joe's Forces of Chaos. This is a continuation of the story on Aldo II. So previously, no spoiler alerts, give you a chance to go back and look at the last Kill Team battle report that we had. The Dark Angels were victorious in taking out the ambush that the Renegades were setting for them, and they were able to infiltrate further in after establishing their base on the planet here, Aldo II, and discovered the Chaos Forces. So they sent in a heavy recon force here to try to take out the Forces of Chaos. The battle that we're going to be doing here today is going to be a Maelstrom mission, Cloak and Dagger, so we will not be showing each other our objective, so that's what we were going to be playing. And before we go any further, let's show you the two armies and psychic powers that are going to be fighting it out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a combined arms detachment. Leading off that detachment, I have an Interrogator Chaplain with a Jump Pack, the Shroud of Heroes, and Melt-A-Bombs, and a Level 2 Librarian. We have a 5-man Scout Squad with Bolt Guns. We have a 5-man Tactical Squad with a Grav Cannon. We have a Dreadnought with an Assault Cannon and a Heavy Flamer, and a Drop Pod as a dedicated transport. We have a Mortis Pattern Dreadnought with 2 Twin-Linked Las Cannons. We have a 5-man Command Squad with 5 Melt-A-Guns and a Drop Pod as a dedicated transport. We have a 10-man Assault Squad with 2 Flamers. We have a 5-man Devastator Squad with 4 Plasma Cannons. We have another 5-man Devastator Squad with 4 Las Cannons. And last but not least, we have another 5-man Devastator Squad with 2 Grav Cannons and a Rhino as a dedicated transport. So for the Forces of Chaos, he'll be running a Death Guard Vectorium and a combined arms detachment of Renegades. Leading off the Death Guard Vectorium, we have a Chaos Lord on a bike with a Power Fist, Lightning Claw. He has 4+ Invul, and his Warlord trait is +1 wound. We have a 5-man Chaos Space Marine Squad with Melt-A-Bombs and a Plasma Gun. We have a second 5-man Chaos Space Marine Squad with Melt-A-Bombs and a Plasma Gun. We have a 5-man Raptor Squad with 2 Melt-A-Guns. The champion has a Lightning Claw, a Combi Melta, and Melt-A-Bombs. We have a Hell Brute with a Plasma Cannon. We have a 3-man Terminator Squad with 2 Lightning Claws, a Power Axe, and everyone has Combi Meltas. And for the auxiliary choice, we have a 5-man Chaos Spawn squad. Then for the Renegade CAD, we have a Command Squad with the Covenant of Nurgle, a Power Sword, a Melt-A-Gun, and a Chimera with Autocannon. We have a 5-man Vet Squad with a Plasma Gun and a Chimera with an Autocannon. We have a second 5-man Vet Squad with a Plasma Gun and a Chimera with an Autocannon. And last but not least, we have a Lehman Russ Eradicator with Militia Training and Heavy Bolter Sponsons. So for the Dark Angel's Psychic Powers, my Librarian rolled on Divination, so he has Force, Prescience, Perfect Timing, and Forewarning. Alright, so those are the two armies of psychic powers. Going over deployment here, I've got my 10-man assault squad with my interrogator chaplain with them there. I've got my mortis powder dreadnought up on here. I've got my dev squad with the las cannons back over here on an objective. I've got my grav devs here. I've got my tactical squad with the grav cannon on top of an objective over here. We've got my Devastator squad with the plasma cannons in there. I've infiltrated my scouts up here, and everything else is in reserves. My librarian is going to be riding with my command squad. So, going over deployment for Chaos, he's got a 5-man Chaos Space Marine squad up here. He's got one of his chimeras with the troops in there. We've got his command chimera over here. We've got his Eradicator here. Surrounding here we have the Spawn, which have attached to it his Renegade commander there, and his Chaos Lord on a bike are attached to the Spawn squad there. We've got another 5-man squad of Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines. We've got the Hell Brute back over here, and we've got the other Chimera over here. So that's the deployment. As of right now, the Dark Angels are going to go first since I won that last mission. So let's see if the Chaos were alerted to our presence and are able to seize the initiative on 6. No, on a 1. Complete opposite. They have no idea that we're here. So we will come back to you after with the cards drawn for the Maelstrom objectives here on turn 1 for Dark Angels. All right, so these are the cards I drew. I can't read them out loud, but hopefully you can read them there. We'll go in a little closer so you can read them. Those are the ones I've got here. So, we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels. Alright, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. He just kind of shuffled up there, but the cannons stood still. These guys stood still. He shuffled around so he doesn't have Skyfire. These guys stood still. These guys jumped up 12 inches. He shot up 12 inches, passed his dangerous terrain check, and these guys just jumped up on top of there. Oh, yeah, and these guys dropped in over here. So that is end of the movement phase here for the Dark Angels. We will come back to you at the Psychic phase. All right, so for the Psychic phase, I rolled 2, so leaving me with 4 dice, my opponent with 2 dice. So the first thing I'm going to try to do is cast Prescience with him onto this squad here. Looking for 2. Not getting a single dang 1. And then he's going to cast Forewarning. Getting it with a 6. Can he deny it with the 6? No, he cannot. So they have a 4+ invul save. Alright. Alright, starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into the Hell Brute. The black is going to be the one guy who is out of melter range. Everyone else is in melter range. So, hitting on 3s. Alright. We've got... it's 12, so this is looking for a 6 to glance, or no, 4 to glance. Nope, nothing there. These two are both armor bane, so let's see the first one, looking for 4 to glance, is a glance, and the second one is a pen. So there's no night fighting, so we've got 2 hull points down for sure. Let's see if it explodes. +2 to the result. And it's losing a weapon. So down 2 hull points, but it is still alive. Let's see which weapon it loses. So we've got 1, 2, 3 will be the Power Fist. 4, 5, 6 will be the Plasma Gun. 4, 5, 6. So his Plasma Gun is blown off. All right. So we'll come back to you with further shooting. All right. My Mortis Pattern Dreadnought is going to fire into his Hellbrute over there. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. Twin linked. Oh, not meant to be. 1 hit. Strength 9, looking for a 3 to glance. That is a glance, and that is First Blood. Woo! All right, I was just alerted that he has stealth because he has the detachment there has Cloud of Flies, which gives everyone stealth if they're being shot further than
18 inches.
Further than 18 inches away.
It's
so
probably still First Blood. But
all right, 6 up. No. Oh, no, the opposite of 6. That's twice you've rolled the opposite of 6. Yeah. Maybe you're just getting your 1s out of the way. There we go. All right, so that is First Blood, and he is finally dead. All right, this Plasma Cannon squad is going to fire into his Chimera over here. So we're going to go over and see if they get hot. The first one is going to be the one with the Signum. Does it get hot? Does not. Second one does not get hot. Third does not get hot. Fourth is also good. All right, so we will come back to you with the shots. All right, so they are going to fire over here. First one we'll do is the one with the Signum. Let's see if he hits. Scatters off 1 inch, so that will be a hit. The second one is a direct hit. Third one is a hit, because of -4 for the weapon skill. And then the fourth one is a direct hit. So that'll be 4 shots onto it. All right, its front armor is a 12. So we are looking for 5s to glance, 6s to pen on 4 shots. Whole bunch of 4s. Nothing happening there. All right, so this squad here is going to fire into his spawn over there. So, the black is going to be the one with the signum, hitting on 3s and 2. Okay. Okay. 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. So you got a 6-up save coming from these guys. Just 1. No, so he takes a wound.
6-up feel no pain.
Oh, and they have a 6-up feel no pain because of Nurgle. My bad.
Covenant of Nurgle.
Covenant of Nurgle because of him. Whoop, whoop.
You know, different.
Just grab it. There we go.
Yeah.
Wasn't meant to be. No, so that's 1 wound. Okay. All right, the heavy bolter is, our storm bolter is going to fire into the Chaos Space Marines, hitting on 3s. Got 1 hit, wounding on. Are they toughness 5? Toughness 5. So wounding on 5s. No, nothing. And these guys are going to fire into the spawn over here, hitting on 3s. Okay, wounding on 6s. Nothing. And then he's going to snap fire his storm bolter into those guys. Nope. And then the 2 guys with bolt guns are going to jump up and shoot out there. 6s, because we moved 12 inches. No, nothing there. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. I think I've got 1 run that I'm going to do, but that's going to be boring to watch and no assault. So we will come back to you with the cards that I got. All right, so I killed 1 unit, so I got no prisoners for 1 point, and I'm going to get rid of psychological warfare. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for Chaos here on turn 1. All right, those are the cards that Chaos drew this turn. I am not looking with my eyes, so hopefully you can see them. I think I got it focused. We'll see what happens. So those are the cards he drew here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase here for Chaos on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Forces of Chaos here. These guys shot up over this way. He shot up over this way. These guys kind of shuffled around down here so he can get down here. He left that squad and joined over onto this squad. This kind of shuffled around a bit over here. He pivoted a bit. These guys moved up over this way looking on them. He shot back over this way. And that is it for the Chaos forces here. So that's it for movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase since he doesn't have any psychers. All right, starting off the shooting phase, he is going to snap fire his autocannon into the drop pod over here. So hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. Then the last gunner gray is going to shoot into them, hitting on 6s.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on...
Not 2s, 5s. Last
5s?
gunner rays always fire at BS of the vehicle regardless of how far you go.
Oh, really? Okay, they always fire at the same BS. So they're going to be hitting on 5s. So
weird.
Almost snap fires, but not quite. All right, but still better there. Made a big difference when you roll like that. All right, so we got 3 hits. Strength 3, toughness 4. Looking for 5s to wound. I got 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He takes a wound. Okay. All right, now the plasma guy and las cannon guy are going to jump up and fire into them. So the purple ones are going to be the plasma. The white ones are going to be las gun.
Looking for 6s.
Looking for 6s. Ooh. Got 1 plasma 6 and did not get hot. So wounding on 2. That's cocked.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's a wound. All right, I'm going to look out, sir. That's looked out, sir. Now a 4-up because of forewarning. No, and one of them is dead. All right, these guys are going to fire into them. These guys have relentless because of the formation rule. So even though they're going to be firing some rapid fire weapons, they can still charge. So everyone has bolt guns except for the guy who has the plasma. The yellow-orange ones are going to be the plasma. So hitting on 3s. Alrighty.
Pretty solid.
Pretty good. So wounding on 2s and 4s. Alrighty, so we got 3 armor saves and 2 invul saves. We'll do the 2 invul saves first. So 4 ups. Okay, 2 are dead. Then we've got the 3 armor saves, 3 ups. And those are all good. All right, I'll take that. All right, these guys are going to fire into these guys here. We've got 4 bolt guns and a plasma gun coming. The orange-yellow is plasma. 3s.
Okay. Nope.
It's, all right, all but 2. All right, wounding on 4s and 2. All right, so we got 1 armor and 1 invul. Invul save of 4+. No. Armor save. He's good with a fill face. All right, we're gonna have an autocannon and one of the las gun arrays firing into these guys. The orange, yellow are gonna be the autocannon. So hitting on 5s, that's cocked. All right, so we got one of each. So strength 7 is gonna be wounding on 2. That one's gonna be wounding on 5s.
Yes, sir.
They might be able to summon demons.
All right, so we got 1 wound.
Go over there.
3 up armor save. No, and he goes down. My God, those guys didn't apparently put on their armor properly. Bromp, bromp. And now 2 las guns are gonna fire into him. Hitting on 4s, right? 4s.
Yeah, for the command.
For the command squad, so those hit. Wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. 1 3 up armor save. Yeah, he's good with a filth phase. Woo! All right, he's going to snap fire into the assault squad over here. Orange is the autocannon, hitting on 6s. We got one las gun, or heavy bolter, sorry. That is a wound. 3 up armor save. They're good with a filth phase. And combi bolter from him into them. That is, is it a hit for his BS5? Yep, that's a hit. All right, so wounded on 4. No, nothing there. All right, his Eradicator's gonna fire right on top of those guys. Gonna put on top of the guy with the orange hair there. Let's see if it scatters.
Direct hit.
Direct hit. That's not great. So strength 6, AP 4 ignores cover. So wounding on 2s. We got 5 of them in there.
Yeah.
And they are dead. Mwah, mwah. All right, so that's it for shooting phase. On to the assault phase. These guys are going to charge into these guys. So I have 2 wall of deaths that go up here. D3s. Oh, 6. That's pretty good. I'll take that. So strength 4, looking for 6s. Give me some filth faces. No filth faces. Okay. So then we've got 9 bolt pistol shots coming in here on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Okay, got quite a few actually. It's actually pretty good. All right, so wounding on 6s. Nothing. Womp womp. All right, so we will move on to the assault charge distance. 9 inches.
Yes.
That should be enough to get him in, which is not great for me. All right, so we will keep moving on. And these guys are going to charge into the librarian. So shooting Overwatch on a 5 or 6. Hey, that's a hit. Wounding on a 5. No, nothing there. Charge distance is going to be enough. So we'll move them in and we'll come back to you with a fight sub phase. All right, so moving on, we're going to start over here. He declared a challenge, so I accepted because I didn't feel like I had to, basically. So my guy has the Deathwing special rule, which gives him Hatred, Chaos, Space Marines. So I'm going to get to re-roll this first round of combat because of that. So he's got 2 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Hatred. So that's 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. AP 3. We got 2 wounds. Do they have feel no pains?
Yes, so 2
feel no pains.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. Gets them both like a big old jerk face. All right, we'll come back to you with his attacks. All right, so starting out here, we're going to do the challenge first. He's got 2 base attacks plus 1 for extra close combat weapon plus 1 for the charge. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling because of Veterans of the Long War. All right, rerolling because of Veterans of the Long War. All right, so he's got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s.
This strange person.
I got 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. And he is good with double fill phase. Woo! All right, we'll come back to you with the rest of the attacks. All right, the rest of the guys are 1 attack base plus 1 for the charge. So we've got 8 attacks coming in here, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of Veterans of the Long War. Pretty good for him, not great for me. Yeah, not bad. Much better that run. So these are going to be wounding on 4s. All right, we got 3 wounds. 3 3-up armor saves. Yeah, he's good. Woo! All right, so they will be locked in combat. All right, so we're going to start over here with this attack. My Interrogator Chaplain is going to go first at initiative step 5. So he's got 3 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. What's your average weapon skill in there?
Average weapon skills 3.
Average weapon skills 3, so hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of Zealot. All right, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s, strength 6. We've got 3 wounds. Ooh. All right.
So one spawn is just...
One spawn is just dead. Okay. All right, initiative step 4. My guys and the rest of my guys and his lord are going to go. So we'll just go with my guys first. They each have Base 1 plus 1 for extra close combat weapon, except for the 2 guys with the flamers. So we've got like a whole bunch of attacks in here. What is that? It's 8, so that's 16, 17, 18 attacks coming here. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Zealot. Alright. Re-rolling because of Zealot. Pretty good.
Very solid.
Alright. And let's see how many fill faces I can get with these.
0.
Looking for 6s. Show me some fill faces. 6s. We got one fill face. So one more guy's gonna take a wound. All right, we'll come back to you with the Lord's attacks. All right, so his Lord will now go with his what is it called? Lightning Claw. Thank you very much. So that is going to be 3 attacks base plus 1 for the charge plus 1 for extra specialist weapon. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of Veterans of the Long War. All right, all hits, not great. Strength what?
4.
Strength 4, so wounding on 4s. Re-rolling because of Shred. Oh, killer. So that's 5 that are just dead. All right, so now the spawn get to attack back. So they rolled, they got their special thing that came up was that they get to roll 2d6 and choose the highest for how many attacks they have in the assault phase, or in the fight phase. So they rolled 3, but plus 2 because of rage. So we've got 5 attacks each on the base, on the charge here. So this is going to be 20 attacks, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling because of Veterans of the Long War.
They're too stupid to get it.
Oh, they're too stupid to get it. Sorry, they don't actually hate them. So these are going to be strength, what?
5.
Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 5 wounds. 5 3-up armor saves. And 1 guy goes down. Okay. So I lost combat, but we are fearless in there because of my interrogator chaplain. So we will come back to you after. That's it for the turn here for the for chaos. So we will come back to you with the with the cards that he successfully got. All right. So he killed 15 models, which I didn't even know this was a thing. Death begets life, which is a special Nurgle Death Guard roll here. So he had Death Begets Life, and he would get 1 victory point for 7 models slain, 14 models slain. He gets D3, so he killed 15 models in that attack. So here we go. Let's see, D3 instead, just 1 still. All right, so we each have 1 victory point after the first round. So I will come back to you with the new cards for the Dark Angels. All right, so here are the cards drawn for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. I can't say him out loud because of the fact that he is right here next to me. All right, so those are the cards. We'll see what happens here after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He shuffled around here, so he doesn't have Skyfire. These guys stood still. They stood still. They shuffled up over there. These guys are locked in combat. He moved up 6 inches up there, and he dropped in from reserves. I actually failed the first reserve roll, but my Warlord trait let me reroll reserve rolls, so pretty good. All right, so we will that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so for the psychic phase, I rolled 4, leaving me with 6 dice, my opponent with 4 dice. I'm going to start off by rolling for prescience onto him, rolling 5 dice for that one, getting it with 3 with perils. Do you want to deny that, sir? He's going to let it go. So let's see, the result is a 2, so he takes a wound. He is dead. So bwomp bwomp. Oh, well. Okay, so that's it for Psychic Phase since he is dead now. Okay. All right, starting off the shooting phase, since the Psychic Phase is now over, this guy is going to fire into his Eradicator tank there. So, 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Twin linked, thank God. All right, 2 hits. Strength 9, front armor is 14, so looking for 5s to glance. We got a pen. Plus 1 to the result because of AP 2. No, 2, so it is shaken, so it'll be snap firing. That's not bad. I'll take that. All right, moving on. All right, these guys are going to fire into his Chimera over here. So, the black one is going to be the Signum, hitting on 3s and 2. Okay. Front armor is 12, so 3s to glance. All right, got 2 pens. Plus 1 to the result. And it does explode. All right, so the distance it explodes is 6 inches. All right, we'll come back to you with the results. All right, that's the result of the explosion. Killed 3 of the guys in there, including the plasma gunner, and didn't wounded 3 of the guys, but they passed their armor checks. So that is that. All right, moving on. All right, so he is going to attack into the tank over here. So the heavy flamer is strength 5. Will hit him on the rear armor of 10. So looking for a 5 to glance. No, nothing there. Then we've got the assault cannon shooting into it. 4 shots hitting on 3s. Alrighty, so 3 hits. Glancing on 4s. We got 1 pen, but there's no extra result. But let's see. 1, so still snap firing again. So it's down to 1 hull point. Okay. All right, he is going to fire into these guys. No hits. He's going to fire into these guys. No, 1 hit. And no wounds. Okay. All right, the Rhino is going to fire into those guys up there. So 2 from the Stormbolter, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He is good. And then 2 Bolter guys are going to do the same thing. Hits. 2 wounds. And 1 is dead. Okay. Feel no pain? He's still dead. All right. All right. That is it for the shooting phase. So we'll come back to you with the fight sub phase. All right. Here we go. We're going to go over here at initiative step 5. My interrogator chaplain is going to go first. I declared a challenge he accepted with his Chaos Lord. So my attacks, I got 3 base plus 1 for extra close combat weapon. I am weapon skill 5. He is weapon skill 6. So I will be hitting on 4s. No reroll because this is the second round of combat. Although, no, he's got hatred. He's got preferred enemy chaos basically. So he will be actually rerolling 1s to hit and to wound. So looking for 4s. All right, that was not a 1. Wounding on 4s because strength 6. He's toughness 6. All right, so we got 3 wounds. 3 up armor saves. And he makes all but 1.
Feel no pain.
Feel no pain. Whoop.
There we go.
Nope, 4 plus. So he takes a wound. All right. All right, so we've got 5 guys that are left over here. So they are going to go first before his spawn or anything else. So so they are going to have 10 attacks basically because it's all plus. They all have extra close combat weapon here. So hitting on 3s or hitting on 3s. All right, not re-rolling. All right, wounding on 6s, toughness 6. We got 1 wound. Oh, cocked. Yep, 1 wound. All right, so 1 guy takes another wound. Okay, and we'll come back to you with the Lord's attacks. Actually, it's the spawn that go now because he's going to be using his power fist. So here come the spawn attacks. Hitting on
4s.
Hitting on 4s.
They rolled 1 attack apiece.
1 attack apiece, so they're poisoned. So hitting on 4s, so we got 2 hits. Wounding on strength 5, so wounding on 3s, re-rolling because of the poison. Re-rolling.
Hey.
So 2 wounds. 2 3 up armor saves. 1 is dead. Okay. All right, now the Lord is going to be attacking. He's got 3 base plus 1 for extra specialist weapon. Here comes his 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Oh man. So 3 hits, strength 8 because he's using his power fist. So wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds. 2 4 up invul saves with the Rosarius. Has he prayed to the Emperor? Come on, you can do this. You know you can. 4 up invul saves. Oh, he failed 1, so he is doubled out and dead. So that is Slay the Warlord. All right. All right, so I lost combat over here. So let's see if they've got stubborn. So my leadership is 8, and they fail that. So let's see if you can catch me. What's your initiative? Initiative 4 and 4?
Yeah.
Can you roll higher than a 4? Yep, you can. So we are just going to be locked in combat. Okay. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here. So I will come back to you with the cards that I got. All right, so I got Hungry for Glory, and I'm going to get rid of Blood and Guts. So that is that. So we will come back to you with the cards drawn for Chaos here on turn 2. All right, so those are the cards for the Chaos. I can't read them. Hopefully you can. those are what they are going to be going for. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for Chaos here. They are locked in combat. These guys are moving up this way. These guys shuffled up into the ruins over here. This guy turned around. He is still over there. These guys dropped in, came over this way, passed their dangerous terrain test. These guys are moving over this way towards my dreadnought. So that is it for the movement phase for the Chaos here on turn 3, turn 2. Turn 2. So we will come back to you after the movement, with the shooting phase here. All right, so he is going to fire into here with the melta-gun from the top there. So hitting on not a 1. The plasma gun from here is going to fire into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Looking for a 5 to glance. No, nothing. All right, so now this squad here is going to fire into him. So we've got the orange are going to be the plasma gun, the purpley swirly colors are going to be the bolters, and then the white is going to be a crack grenade. So these are all hitting on 3s. Alrighty. So we got 1 plasma and the crack grenade and a couple of the bolters. So the bolters will be glancing on 6s. The crack grenade is going to be glancing on a 4. Plasma's glancing on a 3. So we got 1, 2 pens. That is it, 2 pens. So do you want to roll the plasma plus 1? Oh, and beautiful. It explodes. How far does it explode? That's sooked. 2 inches, which might only get one of his guys. All right, we'll come back to that. He did wound him, but he didn't kill him because he had his armor safe. All right, so that is that. Moving on. Autocannon from here into the drop pod, hitting on 5s.
Yes, sir.
Got 2 hits. Strength 7, looking for 5s to glance. Nothing. And now the autocannon from here is going to fire into the drop pod, hitting on 5s. Got 1 hit, glancing on 7, so we're looking for 5s. Nope. And now the plasma from back here is going to tap in, hitting on 5s. Got 1 hit, doesn't get hot. That is a glance. All right, he is going to fire into the rhino over here with his heavy bolters. So these are going to be 9 shots from them, all snap shooting because of the pen result. Hitting on 6s. Oh man, he got 2. So strength 5, looking for 6s to glance. Nothing. Alrighty, so moving on to the assault phase here. No one's actually going to charge, so we're just over here with the close combat attack that we've got going over here. So he issued a challenge. I accepted with my sergeant. So my sergeant at initiative step 4 is going to go first. My guys and his lord are going to go. So I'll do my guy first. So hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding on toughness 6.
Yes.
So 6s. No, nothing there. All right, then he's got his 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s, all 3 hits. All right, wounding on 4s with shred. So that is 2 dead. Okay, but this guy will get to attack back. So they are going to be attacking into the spawn. So hitting on 3s. Alrighty, wounding on 6s. Nothing there. So then the spawn will attack. They've got 2 attacks each with poison. So hitting on 4s. Oh, killer. Literally, I think killer. Now, strength 5, right? So wounding on 3s. Rolling because of the poison. Oh, killer. Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5 3-up armor saves. And no, they are dead. So that is that squad wiped. All right, they will consolidate, and then we will come back to you with the cards that he got this turn. In a twist of fate over here, he turned into a spawn. So with his gifts, with the rolled 22, turned into a spawn. So that is Slay the Warlord. Woo! I'll take it. So he got blood and guts, and he threw out secure objective 4. So right now we both have 2 points from the cards. We both have Slay the Warlord, and I have First Blood. So it is a very, very close game right now. So we will come back to you with the cards that I draw here as Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, here are the cards that I have for my turn here. So we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 3. Upon further looking at the rules, he actually does. I don't get Slay the Warlord until he is taken off as a casualty. So Yeah, so ignore that whole Slay the Warlord thing. I'll probably already have mentioned it in the bottom right down like over this area. So, anyway, back to movement phase. He shuffled around. They stood still. They stood still. They stood still. And he stood still. And they have to stay still. So that is it for movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into his Warlord spawn over here. So, black is going to have the Signum, hitting on 3s and 2. All right, 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds onto him. All right. Sorry, he's got a 5-up cover save here on 2 of those, and he makes 1, so he's down 1 whole point. He's got 1 wound, so he's down to 2. Now he's going to fire into his Warlord spawn. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. Got 2 wounds, 2 5-ups. No, and he is dead. Now it's Slay the Warlord. Woo! All right, the Grav in here are going to pop up and shoot into his Terminators over there. So blacks are going to be the Signum hitting on 2s. Greens are going to be hitting on 3s. All right. Pretty good. And then these are going to be wounding on 2s, re-rolling because of Grav Amps. Re-rolling because of Grav Amps. Okay, not meant to be. So you have 6. Well, actually, you do it 1 at a time at first. Oh, no, 2 at a time, because I think the 2 closest are going to be the ones in cover there. So that's going to be 4-up cover saves.
Am I 18 inches away?
You probably are not. No, so he doesn't get +1 for stealth, so it's going to be 2 at a time, 4-up cover saves.
Look out, sir.
Oh, you can look out, sir. Look out, sir. No, 4-up cover save. He's good.
Look out, sir.
Look out, sir. No.
4 up.
4 up. Yep. Oh my gosh.
Look out.
Look out, sir. Yes.
Okay.
4 up. Yes. Oh, jeez.
Look out, sir.
Don't do this to me. Look out, sir. Yes. 4 up. Yep. Oh, Jesus.
Look out, sir.
Look out, sir. 4 up. This is stupid.
Look out, sir.
Nope.
Okay.
4 up.
4 up.
He finally dies.
He's got
One
feel
of them
no pain.
dies. Oh, he's got feel no pain. Why do they have feel no pain?
Part of the,
feel no
Yeah,
pain.
no, this is
Don't be a
area
jerk, Joe.
terrain. Area terrain.
There you go. All right, one of them dies. Womp womp. All right, Stormbolter from here into these guys over here, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, wounding on 3. No. Stormbolter from here into those guys, hitting on 3s. Okay, wounding on 5. Nope. Then the other one there is going to do the same thing. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves.
Yes, sir.
3 ups, and they are good. All right, these guys are going to fire into them. We've got 3 bolters and a grav cannon that can reach. Hitting on 3s. All righty. Toughness 6 and armor. Everything's looking for 6s. The greens get to re-roll. Oh, hey. Okay. And then the greens get to re-roll. All right, so that's 3. So that is a 1 spawn dead, right? Over 18. Oh, yeah, because it's from the actual models that are shooting.
Yeah, but not in cover, so.
So not in cover, so we got 6 ups. 3.
6 up.
3 6 ups. No, so that's 1 spawn dead. Yeah. I'll take that. All right, my plasma bros are gonna fire into his guys over here. So let's see if they get hot. We'll do the first one is going to be the one with the Signum. Does get hot. 3-up armor save. He's still alive, but doesn't get to shoot. The next guy is good. Third guy is good. 4th guy is good. So we'll come back to you with those 3 shots. All right, so we're gonna put it on top of that guy there. So the first shot is a direct hit. The second shot is going off a whole lot. That's not gonna hit anything. And then the third shot is a direct hit. So that's 2 shots. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so that's going to be 4 hits over there. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves. 3-up covers because that's more than 18 inches away. And they're both good. Ooh, they would have been good without it. All right, those Terminators do not want to die. All right, so that is it for the shooting phase. I've got no one that's going to charge, so we will come back to you with the cards that I got this turn. All right, so I got overwhelming firepower with only 1 unit killed, and then I'm going to get rid of secure objective 5. So we will come back to you. With the cards drawn for chaos. All right, so here are the chaos powers. Don't know what they are. Cannot see them. So now hopefully you have read them, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for chaos here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for chaos. These guys dropped in over here. These guys are running up over here. These guys are trudging up over this way. These guys are moving up this way. He pivoted. These guys shuffled around over this way. He is just kind of pivoted around over here. These guys kind of moved around a bit over here. And this guy stood still back here. So that is it for the movement phase for chaos on turn 3. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys here are going to fire into the tank over here. They are not in melter range, so we got 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 hit, looking for a 3 to glance. That is a glance. And they are going to fire into here. So we got 3 melter shots, including the combi melta. Hitting on 3s, glancing on a 2. No, nothing. All right, melta gun from here into here. That is not a hit. Space Marine is going to double tap the plasma gun into there, hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, 1 gets hot. 3 up armor save. No.
Feel no pain?
Feel no pain. No, he is dead, but he does get 1 hit. So glancing on a 5. Nothing. Autocannon into here, hitting on 5s. Nothing there. All right, plasma from there into there, hitting on 5s, but no gets hot at least. It was actually hitting on 4, so there's 1 hit. So 5 glance. That is a glance. Okay. And now the autocannon on 5s into here. We got 1 hit. Strength 7 looking for 5 to glance. No, nothing. And now the plasma gun from here into here. So hitting on 3s. We got 1 hit, but doesn't get hot. So looking for a 5 to glance. No, nothing. All right, we're gonna start the shooting phase over here, or keep going with the shooting phase, I should say, with this guy into this unit here. He's gonna shoot the heavy bolters first. So we've got 9 shots coming in here, right?
Yes.
Hitting on 5s?
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s? Oh, militia training. So hitting on 4s.
Not like
Oh, that actually did make a difference. Wow, you could have been good on snapshots. All right, so we got 2 hits. Strength 5, wounded on 3s. We got 1 wound. 1. Oh, how did I forget to bring over a die? I'm an idiot. All right, we got 1 3-up armor save. Oh, and he is dead. All right, then he's going to drop the big blast over onto this guy back here. So a direct hit will hit all 4. But that is going to scatter off 3 inches?
Yeah, I'm BS3.
Oh, BS3. All right, so we will figure this one out. All right, so it hits 3 of the guys. So strength 6, wounding on 2s. We got 2 wounds, 2 3-up armor saves. I forgot to bring an extra die, so I'm going to do it twice in a row. 3 up. He's good. And the second guy, 3 up. Oh, goes down. All right. All right, they passed their leadership test. So moving on to the assault phase. These guys are going to assault into the Rhino, so I'm going to fire Overwatch here. 10 shots from the grav cannons, hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty.
Not bad.
Wow. That's better than I roll when I roll 3s. Alright, wounding on 6s, re-rolling because of grav amps. I got 2 so far. Grav amps. We got another 1, so that's 3 wounds onto them. So the 1 guy goes down and the next guy takes 2 wounds. All right, sounds pretty good. You want to roll your charge distance? Anything but, and they are in. So we will come back to you. Are you having any other charges?
Yes.
We're going to have some other charges.
Terminators try and get in.
All right, and the Terminators are going to try to get in here. 5 is not going to get them in. All right, so is that it? We got some more going on. Hold on, we'll be back. These guys are relentless because of the rules, so they are going to charge into there. -2, is that 3 inches away? We're gonna figure this one out. Just enough, he's like literally at 3 inches away because it's -2 for going through the terrain there, so woo! All right, so we will move them in and we will come back to you with a fight phase. All right, so here comes this squad in here. So they rolled and they've got 4 attacks each, +2 on the charge because of rage. So we've got 12 attacks coming in here. So hitting on 3s.
But it's going to take me a bit to come up with a list.
All right. There we go. And then these are strength 5. Strength 5, so 5s to glance.
So, all right.
Needs 2. and it goes through it. So it's a wreck, not AP anything, right? No, not AP anything. So it will be a wreck. We will disembark the guys, and we will come back to you with the other fight subphase. All right, so they disembarked over there, and they are pinned. Great. All right, we'll come back to you with the next fight. All right, so he is going to plant a melt-a-bomb over here. So hitting on a 3. Oh no, immobilized, so auto hit. So, strength 8, that is a glance. All right. Womp womp. All right, so he didn't actually get any of his cards, but he's going to get rid of Secure Objective 2. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, here are the cards that I got for this turn.
She tends to make things a little bit more aggravating.
All right, and we will come back to you after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He shuffled around, so he doesn't have Skyfire. They stood still. They stood still. They stood still. They were pinned, and these guys stood still. All right, so we'll come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 3. All right, so my plasma guys are going to fire onto his Terminators over here. Let's see if they get hot. Nobody has a Signum, so we may as well just roll at the same time. So looking for gets hot, don't get hot. All right, no one got hot. We'll come back to you with the shots. All right, going to place it right over there. So let's see the attacks here. Direct hit. Going off 2 inches. We'll figure that one out. All right, that actually hit both. And then the third one is going off 1 inch, which will still hit both of them. So that is 6 hits onto those guys with plasma. Wounding on 2s. All right, so that is 6 wounds. Let's see if you can super save them just like last time. So 6. We'll do it, I guess, 1 at a time because unfortunately, first guy there. So 3 up, cover save. Oh, he is dead. Feel no pain. No, he's not dead. So
3 up.
3 up. He's good.
3 up.
3 up. He's good.
3 up.
He's good.
3 up.
He is good.
And 3 up.
Brutal. Oh, brutal. All right, this squad here is going to fire into his Raptors there. Blacks are going to be the Grav Cannon. Greens are going to be the Bolters. Hitting on 3s. All right. All right. Blacks are going to be wounding on 3s. Greens are going to be wounding on... Are they toughness 5?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. So greens are going to be wounding on 5s. Blacks are going to be wounding on 3s. Re-rolling the blacks. All right. So that was pretty good. All right. So we've got 3 are just dead from the Grav Cannon. Unless you want to... Oh, 3 feel no pains. So let's do that first. Do you want to do that first? Yeah. 3 feel no pains.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about the lookout stairs.
3 feel no pains. So it's 3 feel no pains. Unfreaking believable.
You know, I think
Stupid
I will worry
Nurgle.
about the
God dang
lookout
it!
stairs.
So now you've got 4 armor saves, 3 ups.
Okay. Lookout sir. Help.
3 up. He's good.
Lookout sir.
Good.
Okay. 3 up. Oh, look at that go.
Inception. He's good.
Lookout sir.
Nope.
Okay.
Armor save. Yep. And then lookout sir. Nope. Armor save. You keep failing your lookout sirs and making those armor saves. That was killer. All right, these guys are going to fire into them. So blacks are going to be the 5 bolt shots, and the greens are going to be the 2 grav cannons, hitting on 6s because they were pinned. Okay, we got 1 bolt shot, wounding on a 5. Yep. I probably could have guessed that that was coming up. All right. These guys are going to fire into his spawn over here. So black is going to have the Signum hitting on 2 and 3s. Alrighty. So we got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. So that's 3 wounds.
On the Raptors, yeah?
No. On the spawn. So they're just dead, right?
Am I 18 inches away?
Yes, you probably are, I would imagine. So we got 6 up saves, 3 of them. Oh, so the last guy is still alive. Yep, that's a thing. All right, he's going to fire into his tank over there. So hitting on 3s. Twin linked. That's 2 hits. Is he front or hold on a second? All right, I'm actually inside armor of him. So looking for 13, so looking for 4s to glance. I got 1 pen, 5 up intervening save. You know, Joe, You know. All right, he's gonna fire down into those guys down there. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5. Hey, that's a wound. 3 up armor save. Hey! Feel no pain? Hey! Why do you get to reroll 1s on feel no pain? So that he could get that. I'm not haying that one. I am not haying that one. And then he's gonna do the same thing. On 3s. 1 hit. 5s. Nope. Okay. That is it for shooting phase. That is it for assault phase. That is it for the Dark Angel's turn. We'll come back to you with the cards that I got. Alright, I'm going to get rid of Apprehend and Interrogate. And then I got Behind Enemy Lines for a point. And I got Kingslayer for 2 points. I'll take it. Alright, so we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Chaos here on turn 4. Alright, so here are the Chaos powers. Or the Chaos powers. The cards that he has to get here on turn 4. So, we will, hopefully you can see those, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for Chaos on turn 4. Alright, movement phase for the, for Chaos here. These guys shuffled over here. These guys ran over this way. These guys moved over this way, and the Spawn's running over that way. He shuffled up a bit this way. Those guys stood where they were. This guy is staying where he is, and these guys stood where they are. So, that is it for the movement phase here. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Alright, he's going to shoot a melt gun into the drop pod there. That's a hit. Wounding, glancing on a 4. Nothing. Alright. Autocannon from here is going to go into this drop pod over here. Hitting, that's 1 hit. Strength 7. Looking for 5 to glance. Nope, nothing. Plasma gun's firing into this drop pod over here. That's 2 hits. Glancing on 5s. That's glance at a pen, so it will be a wreck. Let's see if it explodes. Well, which one was for which? Let's roll.
That's a good question.
Roll 1 for the roll.
Neither of them would be an explosive. So.
Okay, neither is explode, so it doesn't explode. Alright, so it is a wreck. Alright, his tank here is going to fire onto these guys. So, we're going to go with the blast first onto the center guy right there. Alright, let's see if it scatters. It scatters off 3 inches. So we will figure that one out and come back to you. Alright, it hits 2 guys there. 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. And he is good. Woo! And then snap firing 6 bolter shots into them.
Heavy bolter.
Heavy bolter, and nothing happens. Alright, these guys are going to fire into there with the bolter parts. Hitting on 3s.
1 hit.
1 hit. Wounding on 4.
1 hit.
That is a wound. 3-up armor save. He's good with a filth phase. Woo! Alright, these guys are going to fire into these guys. So we've got 2 melta shots and then 4 bolter shots are going to be coming in. So, because they're relentless, they can double tap that. So, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. So, wounding on 2s and 4s. Okay. So, 1 3-up armor save. He's good. Alright, 2 guys with bolters here are going to fire into these guys over here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 3-up armor saves. 1 of them is dead. Alright, that is it for the shooting phase. Now, his Terminators are going to charge into my guys over here. So, overwatching here, 5s and greens are going to be the 2 grav cannons. Blacks are going to be the bolter shots that are going to be going in. So, hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty, pretty good. Boop. Alright, greens are wounding on 2s, re-rolling. Blacks are wounding on 5s. Alright, so we got 4 AP2 shots. And so they've just got, do they have invul saves?
They do.
Alright,
2 5-up in, or 4 5-up invul saves. Alright, 3 failed. Feel no pains. Unbelievable. So 1 is dead. Feel no pains. Who does that? Alright, so he is going to charge into here with 5-inch charge. And he makes it in. Alright. And then these guys are going to charge in. Let's see what their distance. And they are in. So we will move them in and we will come back to you with the fight sub phase. Alright, so moving over here, I've got my my guys are going to go first because his guys have -1 initiative, but that's what gives them the fearless and relentless and all those other cool rules. So my guys are going to go first. He declared challenge, I accepted, so we'll do the challenge first. Here comes my sergeant into his champion, hitting on, what's your weapon skill?
Weapon skill 4.
Weapon skill 4, so hitting on 4s. Alright, got 1 hit, wounding on a 5 because of them being nurgly. That's a wound. 3 up armor save. He's good. All right, we'll come back to you with the other attacks. All right, now the other 2 guys are going to be attacking into here, hitting on 4s. We got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3 up armor save, sir. No, feel no pain. No, and 1 guy is dead. All right. And then this guy is going to attack into his Terminator over here, hitting on a 3, hitting on a 4. No hit. All right, so we'll come back to you with their attacks. All right, so the challenge over here, the champion is going to be attacking in with his lightning claws. So he's got 3 attacks here on the charge, hitting on 4s.
Rerolling to hit.
Rerolling to hit because of Veterans of the Long War. Alrighty, so we got 2 hits, wounding on strength 4, so wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds, so that is 2 guys dead because it is AP3. Now his Terminator is going to attack with his lightning claw, hitting on 3s, hitting on 4s I should say, re-rolling because of hatred.
I'm not going to be there.
Alright, wounding on 4s, nothing there, alright. Oh, but Shred, oh, I forgot about Shred. Hate that Shred. Yep, and that's the other 2 guys dead. So they will just consolidate, and then we will come back to you after with the cards that he got. All right, and Chaos. He actually got all 3 of his cards. So he got Assassinate, No Prisoners, and Ascendancy. So D3 for the Ascendancy is 1. So he got 3 points from that. Pretty good. All right, we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for Dark Angels here on turn 5. Turn 5.
Yes.
Right? I went first. Yeah, turn 5. Whoa, crazy. All right, so here are the cards that I got here. All right, and we will see what happens after movement phase for Dark Angels on turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He is just shuffling around so he doesn't have Skyfire. He is staying, they are staying, they are staying, and they are staying. That is it. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 5. All right, we're going to start out with him shooting into his tank over here. So, hitting on 3s, 2 hits, glancing on side armor was 13, so 4s. Really? Really? All right, these guys are going to fire into his Raptors there. Green is going to be the grav cannon. Black are going to be the bolter shots. Hitting on 3s. Okay. So, blacks are wounding on 5s. Greens are wounding on 3s. Re-rolling for grav amps. So we got 3 AP3 shots going into them there. I don't think they are more than 18 away.
Nope.
Nope. So they, is that just 3 just dead? Or do you have feel no pains? Oh, that's right. 3 feel no pains.
Actually, so 2 feel no pains.
2 feel no pains.
Reroll
Nope.
the 1.
I'll reroll the 1.
Good.
Okay. And then 1 more feel no pain. It's okay?
Yes.
Oh, of course. 2 out of 3 feel no pains.
I would have had a little.
Last cannon is going to fire into the Raptors. Black is going to be the Signum, hitting on 3s and 2. All right, so we got 3 hits, wounding on 2s. Okay, we got 3 wounds. I think they are over 18 away, so they will get a 6 up stealth save. Okay, 1 makes it, then 2 feel no pains. Makes 1, all right. All right, and these guys here are going to fire into his Chimera. So, let's see if they get hot. None of them do. So, the first shot onto him there is a direct hit. Second shot is going to go off 4 inches, which I think is probably, well, let's check it out. Just managed to clip him. So, then the third one is going to be off 6 inches. That will go off, so, and not hit anything else. So, we got 2 hits on there. Strength 7, front armor is 12, looking for 5s to glance. We got 1 pen, plus 1 to the result. 5, weapon destroyed, all right. And that is it for the shooting phase, and I am not going to charge anyone. And as you saw, I did not get any of my cards, so I will get rid of 1 of them, and we will come back to you with the cards drawn for Chaos here on turn 5. All right, so these are the Chaos powers that he's going to try, or cards he's going to try to get. So read them up, see what they are, and then we will come back to you after movement phase for Chaos here on turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Chaos. These guys are shooting up this way. These guys are jumping on there. He's shuffling around this way. He is sticking right here. He stuck where he was. He moved up a bit. These guys stuck where they were. They're moving over that way, and he's shooting up that way. He actually also flatted out over there, so he will not be shooting. All right, so that is it for movement. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. Double tapping the plasma gun into here. 2 hits. Glancing on 5s.
Beside the table.
And nothing. Plasma is not doing it for you today. Autocannon is snap shooting into here. 6s. Nope, nothing. All right, he is going to shoot his large blast onto here. Scatters off this way. Let's figure out what that does. All right, manages to hit 1 guy there on a 2. That's a wound. 3 up armor. No, he's dead. And now come the snapping 6 bolter shots, heavy bolter shots. Got 1, 2. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds. 3 ups. They're good. He's going to fire his bolter into them. Nope. All right, these guys are going to charge into here because the shooting phase is over, and they are way in. All right. All right, and these guys here are going to charge into this squad here. So I've got the blacks are going to be the grav cannon shots, 7 bolter shots in here. So hitting on 5s and 6s because of Grim Resolve. All righty. Got 1 bolter shot and 2 grav cannon shots. Looking for 3s on the black. Looking for 5s on the green. Cocked. Nope. So we got 2 AP2 shots. So 2 feel no pains.
Look out, sirs, first.
Oh, look out, sirs.
Okay.
Looked out, sir.
Then
Feel no pains.
Are they all supposed to be in the middle?
No, you can put it on.
You gotta be kidding me. That is unbelievable. Here comes the charge distance.
Oh.
That's cocked.
Needed to be big.
2. We'll find out if that's enough. Oh, and it is just out. All right, so we will come back to you. We'll come back to you with the 1 fight that we've got going on. All right, so here comes the melt bomb over here, and it's pen and it explodes. So +2 to the result, 3 to the result. That is an explosion. Distance 1 inch, so that will hit 3 of the guys over there. So why don't you just roll them?
Yeah,
So
orange die
on
will
5s.
be orange dice the character.
All right. 3 up armor saves.
I may have to drive. You've got your.
Okay.
Yep, they're good. All right, so that is it for the Chaos turn. Let's see if the game ends. You want to roll to see if it ends here? Yeah, on a 3 up, it'll go. All right, 3 up, it goes on. It does. So we'll come back to you with the cards that he got, and then the next draw for the Dark Angels here for turn 6. All right, so he got Secure Objective 5 and is discarding Secure Objective 4. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels. Those are mine. Yep. All right, these guys did not move. These guys did not move. This guy shuffled around, and these guys did not move. And that is it for the Dark Angels here. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase on turn 6. Starting out the shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into his Raptors there. Black's going to be the grav cannons. The others are going to be bolter shots, hitting on 3s. All right.
They're good. Take them.
All right, blacks are wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Greens are wounding on 5s. All right, nothing from the bolters. Re-rolling. Got 4 wounds, sir. 4. Feel no pains.
I'm just going to do all my lookout sirs first.
All right, all the lookout sirs. He has to take 3 of them himself. Feel no pains. Re-rolling the 1s. No, they are both dead. Finally. All right, he is going to fire into the spawn over here, hitting on 3s. Twin linked.
Yep.
2 hits, wounding on 2s.
You can't.
Got 2 wounds. 4 up cover save, or is he also part of the formation?
He's part of the
Okay, so 3 up saves.
3 squads.
And they are good. They would have been good with the 4 ups. This squad is going to fire into his tank over here, hitting on 3s and 2. Black is the Signum. Alrighty. Glancing on front armor is 14, so glancing on 5s. We got 1 pen.
Scared any?
From these guys? Oh, no. So he's going to be a wreck. Let's see if he explodes. He does not, so he is just a wreck. All right. All right, these guys are going to fire into his Terminator over here. So we're going to see if they get hot. One of them does. 3 up. Okay, he is dead. The other one hits, though. Let's see, he's just going to drop it right on top of his head. And that is going to go up 5 inches and be a miss. Okay, sounds great. So that is it for the shooting phase for Dark Angels. No charges, so we'll come back to you. And I did not get any of my cards. I'm going to get rid of 1 of them. And then we will come back to you with the cards that Chaos gets here on turn 5. All right, so these are the Chaos cards that they are going to try to get this turn. So we will come back to you after movement phase for Chaos here on turn 6. All right, movement phase. He shuffled around this way. These guys are staying on that objective there. And then coming over here, he is shooting up around the side over here. So that is the end of the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase here on turn 6. All right, the autocannon here is going to snap fire into the dread. Hitting on 6s? Nope. All right, so from here, the plasma gun is going to snap fire into him. 6s. Oh, it gets hot.
5 up.
5 up. No, he did. All right, and then snap firing the heavy bolter.
That's the bottom guard.
Nope, nothing there.
And
Okay.
I guess
And a las gun from the back, sorry.
First
2 hits. Wounded on 5s.
You can't get psychic.
That's why you gotta roll your dice, but it didn't work in the end there. Wah, wah. All right, and is that it for shooting?
Love those special orders.
That
No
is
engines, no
it
psychic.
for
That is it for shooting, and no one I think is going to charge. So do you want to see if this the game ends here?
100 points for that.
On a 4 up, it goes on. No, that is the end. So we will come back to you after we add up the points. All right, so he got 7 objectives because the last one he got there was spread plague and contagion because the guy he had nominated sergeant that was way in the backfield and he survived, so he got that point. I had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also had first blood giving me 7. I also had slay the warlord giving me 8, and he had slay the warlord giving him 8. So this, ladies and gentlemen, was a tie, which actually when you look at it, the fact that I still control my side of the table, he still controls his side of the table, is pretty apropos for the story. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Dark Angels have fought to a tie with the Chaos Forces here on the planet of Aldo II, and we will see where it goes further from here. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the battle. I certainly did. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Joe, and until next time, have fun.
Chaplain, we are trying to hold the ground, but every time we try to raise our heads above the grubble, the enemy just shoots us back. There's nothing we can do to move forward, but we are not moving backwards. Advise on what our next step should be.
Fear not, brothers, we will find a way around. Hold the ground, and we will tell you when we have moved into a different position.